Welcome to GovCast, a video interview series coming to you from Government Fleet Magazine. I'm T. Dow, Executive Editor of Government Fleet, and today we're going to learn more about Gradall Industries public works equipment. Gradall has been manufacturing construction equipment in the United States for over 75 years. It is owned by Alamo Group. The Gradall Industries 480,000 square foot plant is located in New Philadelphia, Ohio. The company produces the Gradall telescopic boom excavator and the Gradall line of vacuum trucks. For today's video, we'll be discussing how public works professionals can do more with less, equipment efficiency, spec'ing tips, emergency response, and water savings. Joining me today are Todd Ebatino, Director of Sales and Marketing for Gradall, and Mark Allison, Director of Excavator Products for Gradall. Welcome, Mark and Todd.
Thanks, T. Good to be here.
T. Good to be here.
All right, I guess I'll just start us off with the questions. The first one goes to the both of you. With the pandemic, a lot of public agencies have been trying to do more with less. Can you tell us how Gradall and Gradall can help government agencies be more efficient and cost effective?
Well, T, I think that versatility is probably the biggest keyword. The ability to adapt or be adapted to different functions or applications. And that was a key word before the pandemic, and there's no reason to believe that it won't continue to be an extremely important word going forward post-pandemic. To do more with less or more with each asset purchased is really what most fleet managers are looking at doing. And in the case of Gradall, our highway speed carrier mounted excavators complete the work at multiple job sites in one day with one man and one machine. We're capable to work in locations with low overhead obstructions with our telescopic boom. We have a wide array of mechanical and hydraulic powered attachments and a vast array of jobs that we can do with those attachments and that special boom configuration. These machines also are produced in an all-American factory, a factory that is ISO 9001 certified, and they are all designed and supported by the highest of engineering standards.
I think it's important to remember that Gradall has been providing solutions for over 75 years. Our focus has been and continues to be a provider of highly productive, cost-effective machines for both public works and contractors. In regards to Gradall, our simplistic machines allow for one operator to perform many jobs that in the past and with other machines require multiple operators. So keeping that in mind, that is our focus with the reliability factor of Gradall manufacturing his machines. We think it's a win-win for all those involved.
Spec'ing is an important part of getting the right equipment for the job. Do you have any tips for spec'ing when it comes to purchasing equipment?
I think we can all accept that probably the most important aspect of specification writing is really understanding the user's needs. No one machine does everything, so we have to know the important details, the work environment, the reach, the lift, what clearances are, the loads that you are working with, and what type of material it is. We don't focus on unimportant details like the grade of bolts that are used or the type of radio that may be mounted in a cab. Once the best and most versatile product is identified, then you need to make sure that you write the specifications around that machine. Remember that bigger isn't always better, and you want to make sure that you get the right machine for the job.
Oh, that's well said, Mark. And what I would add to that, specifying the equipment should be well planned and well thought out in advance. Don't rely on the lowest bidder to be your next equipment provider. Understand what your needs are and choose the right piece of equipment that best serves your department or company. And don't be afraid to stand your ground and know what you want.
Emergency response is a major aspect of government operations. Can you talk about how Gradall can help with this?
I think that it's critical to emergency response that we have speed, versatility, and mobility. Being able to get the right equipment to handle the emergency situation at that scene as quickly as possible. Now, we have many Gradall highway speed excavators that are doing storm cleanup and emergency response every day. Our machines respond to multiple scenes of downed trees, washouts, mudslides, all in one application with one man driving the machine to the location to satisfy the needs of that particular emergency scene. Whether it is in the New York State in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy, when our machines were called on to reopen the passenger rail system, or in Western Tennessee when they had ice storms and they pulled machines from across the state to respond to that emergency. We are there to get roads reopened for emergency vehicles and for utility repair vehicles so that we can keep the country running and be able to respond to those situations quickly and effectively.
I understand water recycling is a big focus for VACL. Why is this important and how does it benefit users?
I'm asked that question several times, and water recycling is so much more than just water conservation. Although very important, it's just a small part of the equation. It's about productivity, it's about fuel savings, it's about the size of your fleet, it's about the safety of your crew, and it's about the cost of ownership. Gradall understands what it takes and stands behind their machines while protecting and preserving the environment.
Thank you. I think that is it for today. Thank you again, Mark and Todd. I appreciate your time. And thank you to everyone who tuned in to today's episode of GovCast, sponsored by Gradall Industries. For more information on these products, please check out the links below and be sure to subscribe to GovCast so you don't miss an episode. Bye.